Hello, you're welcome. I don't take it for granted that you're here. Thank you for choosing to listen in. Today we are going to talk about when my answer doesn't come and yet I need it now. I needed it yesterday, I needed it today, but nothing is happening. We have all gone through these moments. I want us to first look at Luke 18, verse 8, and it reads, I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on earth who have faith? When Jesus was talking about this, he was using this parable to explain not giving up in prayer, and that was a persistent widow. You think about someone in need, someone that needs help quickly, someone that needs to be assisted now, and that's who we are. At times we are in that situation, someone weak, someone that needs help now, someone that needs an answer now, someone that needs God to come through now. But then you pray today, nothing happens. You feel that your job needs to come today. You go for an interview and nothing happens. You feel that my patient has to get well today, but nothing happens. You feel that you need that child today, but nothing happens. You feel that you need someone to give you that phone call now, and you have prayed, nothing has happened. You have prayed that things change, but it's not happening. So as we have read, Jesus said that I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. Take note of that word, quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on earth who have faith? Take note of the but and of the faith. So that tells you, that gives you an answer why you have not yet received your answer now. Faith, growing people's faith, growing your faith. That is why God wants us to grow people's faith, to grow our faith. When someone is preaching and they talk about what they have gone through and they personalize the sermon, we know how much that impacts us. Someone has told us what they have overcome. They have made it practical. Our faith will grow because we have overcome certain things. For example, if it takes me 1 year to wait for something, it means tomorrow if I'm waiting for something, in 1 year, I will still be strong. If this time I waited for 2 years, I will know that I waited for 2 years, I'm still strong. I can add another year. So that's how you continue growing in faith. And people around us will see what we are going through. It can be our relatives, it can be our friends, it can be strangers, us talking about it. People will see that this person overcame this, I can also overcome it. So that is why sometimes our answer may delay. But then how do you handle that wait? Especially when you needed something today and it doesn't come. When you have been waiting for something and you feel this is the time when it should come and it doesn't come. How do you handle that wait? One, it's to know that God is God. He doesn't work on our timelines. He has his own timeline for us, and that's what he really works on. God has intentions for us, and those intentions he knows when they are supposed to come through, and no one can change what God has intended for us. So if you go for an interview and it doesn't go through, it means that that is not what God intends for you, and he's using that time to grow your faith so that you know that God will provide, God is there. The other thing is we go through these things to build our character. You don't want to meet someone who will just be tempted by a small thing. You don't want to meet someone and you even wonder how did such a thing tempt them? How did they fall into such a sin? How did they allow such to tempt them? Because our character has been formed by what we have gone through. You have lived without money. You have lived without a job and survived. So how can someone tempt you with something that you feel that is not right? You have already gone through all that. So you can no longer be tempted. Most times you find us saying that if God doesn't give me this, if God doesn't answer my prayer, I will not worship Him again. I will not believe in Him again. God, I am tired. God, it is too much. Yes, we are human. We say those things. But God works on His timeline. God sees way ahead of us. He knows what is good for us and what is not good for us. And to conclude this, I want us to read Matthew 15 verse 32. Jesus was preaching somewhere and there were many people. And you know what Jesus said? He told his disciples, Matthew 15 verse 32. Matthew 15 verse 32. Then Jesus called his disciples and told them, I feel sorry for these people. They have been here with me for 3 days. They have nothing left to eat. I don't want to send them away hungry or they will faint along the way. Jesus is the one who called the disciples. We don't see anywhere it's saying that people came to complain that they were hungry or the disciples said that people were hungry. No. Jesus is the one who called the disciples and told them. This is to tell you that our God knows when we are about to faint or when we shall faint. He knows when we shall collapse in case He makes us go without giving us something to eat, something that we need, something to strengthen us. He knows when we need that food. He knows when we need that job. He knows when we need that child that you have been praying for. He knows when you need that healing. He knows. Yes, our God knows. Thank you.